Thank you for joining.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Can you see and hear us okay?
Thank you so much for taking the time to join, guys. We hope that there'll be some useful information that you can take away from today. We do have a PDF handout that we're going to give you at the end, which includes all the slides and a little bit more extra info as well.
These are the things we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to talk about how to promote your music online. We're going to talk about optimizing your artist profiles on social media and on DSPs. We're going to talk a little bit about metadata and its importance. Then we're going to talk about preparing for your release, what you can do to make it a success, importance of good artist assets, and then we'll talk you through some awesome success stories for some artists that we've worked with here at Music Gateway on our promo team. Promoting your music. What can you do and what are some ways that you can promote your music online? So submitting your music to playlists. There's lots of playlists out there on the Spotify platform, lots of independent curators who run awesome playlists that will be a great place for you, sort of kind of, a discovery for your music.
It's really important to ensure the playlists that you are reaching out to, just double checking that they are legitimate playlists and that they're not botted.
And then you could reach out to press publications, so online blogs, tastemakers, people who run these new discovery platforms, places for you to be written about so you get discovered in a different way to playlists. Not everyone loves social media, but it is one of the best places for you to find a fan base, to connect with people. Everyone uses it, everyone's on it all the time. So there's always going to be a benefit. So you can put as much money or as little money into running an ad campaign on Facebook or Instagram as you want, as you can afford. This is a way to, again, just help people discover you, get a bit of a broader approach and a broader audience towards your music and your pages. Creating a music video, visuals, as we said, social media these days, visuals are going to be one of the most important things that people look out for. People love to just watch music videos, they love to watch content. Having that music video, if you've got the budget or you've got friends or people who could create a music video with you, is a great way to have, and you can always use that to chop up and make content on social media with. Submitting to local radio pluggers. So if you're in the UK, we have the BBC Introducing series, Amazing Radio, places like this where you can be discovered on the radio station and start to make a name for yourself. People are always listening to the radio, whether they're in their car, whether they're just hanging about. If they prefer radio to playlist, there's always going to be a market for radio. Sharing it with your family and friends. So your family and friends are always going to be your biggest supporters, and they're probably always going to love and share about everything that you do. So always try and get them to do a little bit of extra stuff for you. Thinking outside the box. So this is where your creativity is going to really show. As an artist, everyone who's an artist is a creative person. That's what they put all their energy into, making music. So try and put a little bit of that energy into what you can do on social media, on playing live, anything like that.
And just to clarify, when we say optimize an artist profile, what we mean by that is ensuring that your profile on, for example, Spotify, you've got a bio in there, you've got your social links, and you've got photos. That's what we mean when we say optimizing a profile.
An optimized profile with photos, with a bio, linking your social media pages is going to be one of the best ways for people to get an indication of who you are. Are you taking yourself seriously? If they go to your profile and there's no pictures, there's no bio, they're not really going to know who you are, what you're about. Is this even a real artist? What metadata is, it's the information embedded in a digital music file. So these days, with the digital streaming era, metadata has much more importance than it ever has before. So distribution, licensing, publishing, and even promotion. So if you're putting all this energy into promoting your music, trying to get playlists, trying to get views, you should be paid for that. You know, you can earn money from promoting your music, and having the metadata optimized is going to be one of the best ways for that music to have all of its information, for all the royalties to go back to that data, to have it all coincided together. So it may be boring, but it's one of those little tasks that you can do just to help yourself out in the long run. We'd always say is distribute as early as you can. You know, there could always be a little issue with a distribution company, something like that. Absolutely gives you a bit more room, a bit more margin for error, just gives you more time to know that you've got, you know, that's done. You've got time to prepare for your release. You can pitch your song. You just know it's covered, and then you can just focus on getting ready for your release. Most distributors will allow you to do a pre-save campaign. So what this will do is it will pre-save the song into everyone's library before the song even comes out. They're already ready to listen to it. They don't have, you know, they're going to be notified as soon as the song comes out.
We do actually, on the Music Gateway website, we have a free pre-save link tool. So I'm going to pop the link to that in the chat. But that tool will basically allow you to create your own pre-save campaign.
So when you're going to want to be preparing for release, you want to plan maybe some content that you might like to make for your social media. So do you want to make some live performance videos? Do you want to make some comedy content with your music, some creative content, some challenges, anything like that, just to sort of start engaging with your fan base? We've talked about visuals, especially in the press side of things. When you're looking to try and get blogs, you want to look, you know, you look your best, you want to look your part, try and look professional, try and look arty, try and whatever visual image you want to do for your identity. Having a photo shoot ready is going to be really important. You can use it all over your social profiles, all over your Spotify profile, Apple, Amazon, wherever you like to listen to music to. It'll give people a chance to see you as you want to be seen. Pitching your track to editorial playlists on Spotify for Artists and Amazon Music for Artists as early as you can. So everyone who releases their music on Spotify has a chance to pitch these playlists directly to the editors at Spotify, and the same at Amazon Music. So you have that opportunity to say to the editors why they should listen to your music. Why should they add it to a playlist? And you can really try and just sell yourself in a way.
Ensuring that you're getting everything prepared early. The editorial pitch has to be done at least 7 days prior to the release date. So the longer you have before you've uploaded, after you've uploaded to your distributor to release day, the more time you've got to get that editorial pitch in.
So artist assets. So what do we mean when we talk about assets? So this could be anything from, as we mentioned, your photos to your written bio, to the music itself, and even sort of your artwork, your lyrics. All these things are going to go into being like what you're going to use to promote yourself for this song. So we'd always advise you prepare your artist bio, talk about things that you've done, talk about your influences, you know, try and put together a small little sheet about you and what you mean as an artist. And as we said, preparing your artist photos, thinking about that imagery, thinking about how you want to represent yourself. As many of you probably use Spotify, you can add your lyrics to your songs using a tool called Music Match. So you can have the karaoke effect where your lyrics will play in time with your music. And then for anyone who wants to sing along, who wants to read the lyrics, they're going to have those there for them to listen to. Optimizing your profiles, like we talked about earlier, just making sure that your profiles look as pristine as possible. And then thinking about a music video or a visualizer for your releases. So these are some of the artists that we've been able to work with, that we've had success with, and that we're really sort of proud that we got to work with them. First up is an artist called Michael Blackwell. So he is a guitarist and singer-songwriter. He has started releasing his own solo music, which is very cool alternative pop and rock. He recently did a press campaign with us, and it was safe to say, Leila, one of our most successful ones that we were really, really proud of. He was featured in Clash magazine, he was featured in Notion blog, and Wonderland magazine as well.
Natalie Shea is an artist that we've worked with for a little while now at Music Gateway, and she is a great example of kind of doing everything that we've really spoken about in today's webinar. So making sure everything's uploaded to the distributor early. Natalie's had a fair amount of editorial support in the past, and she always gets her editorial pictures always done nice and early, which is great. Her assets are always fantastic as well, which always helps. You can see, you know, from the photo that she's got there, a really nice high quality image, and her videos are great as well.
Sophia's a very awesome artist from Switzerland. She was, you know, one of our, you know, core success stories in that we helped distribute her music. We helped to promote it as well. And as someone who's sort of just starting out, she managed to land some really awesome editorial playlists, including New Music Friday Switzerland. I think she got Swiss Made as well. So his is a very exciting artist from the US. He is always posting little snippets, little teasers of his music, what he's doing, performing it live, producing it in the studio. He really warms up his audience before he even releases his music, which is one of the best ways to start getting a buzz, to start making your music intriguing to people.
There are some things that you can do, like Leon said, that are a little bit different. One really great example of this was we had a track that we worked on, and we wanted to do something a little bit different for this campaign. So we created some custom stickers, which basically, as you can see in the picture there, has the artwork of the track and then a QR code. And what we then did was printed this design out onto loads of stickers, sent them out to, you know, you can send them out to publications. At Music Gateway, we try and be as inclusive as we can with the networks that we've built. So we're pretty open to every genre. The best way of finding out is if you fill out, and anyone that's interested in learning a little bit more about how we can help with promotional campaigns at Music Gateway, there is a link on screen. If you fill out a form, you'll be able to connect with one of our A&R reps who will be able to have a listen to your music and help strategize a plan with you.
You brought me in from the cold, took my heart and heated it up. I was so ready.